like checking with and answering any questions you guys have. Um, I have one question that I would like to answer from one of my LinkedIn connections called I think his name is Dulsat. I can't pronounce his name properly, but he's a freelance graphic designer, and I thought I answer his question, which is pretty much what does he need to do to get clients? And I instead of just answering that question directly, I thought I like share my advice on how to be a graphic designer if you're going to do freelance. So essentially self-employed. So I recommend 3 simple steps, and everything else is irrelevant. In the beginning, you need to focus on things that are important. So these are 3 steps that I wish I did because when I started my business, my design business, I didn't know what I was doing most of the time. And then I just wasted a lot of time trying to do everything and then just figure it out. But I think the advice that I will share with you today is going to be actually helpful. So I'm going to share with you, oh, hi, Key. Hello. Thank you for commenting. Yeah. I mean, what I'm sharing with you now, Key, is probably not relevant because it's more graphic designer questions. But if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. Yeah, any questions regarding business, that would be awesome. But yeah, so for Dulsat, who wants to be a graphic designer, there are 3 things you need to do. First, you need to know exactly what you offer. Like, there's literally no point of starting business if you don't know what you're going to do. So you need to know what you do. So are you a graphic designer who designs just print design, like magazines, flyers, like what exactly will you do? So so what's the service and who will you do that service to? So the service and the target market. You need to gain clarity of that first. That's literally the first thing you need to do. Not find clients, you have to do that first. Yeah. So you need to know exactly what service you do. So for example, if you want to be a website designer, you need to gain clarity on what kind of websites you will design. For example, is it a brochure website, which is just like a brochure, it's more informational? Or are you going to do a website that is focus on conversions, such as like UI design or UX design, like user experience design? Yeah. So you need to know the type of service you do and the type of like target market you will serve. So if you do UI design, who are you going to do it for? Are you going to do it for a small business? Are you going to do a startup? Are you going to do it to a corporation? Like you need to know all the details before proceeding forward to the next stage. Yeah. So I can do it virtually if you like, that you can fill out. But yeah, you need to first know exactly what you do. And then after that, you have to now learn the service that you plan to deliver to the clients. So if you do website design, that's like UI focused, like user experience focused, you need to like consistently learn it, like learn and implement, learn and implement. So the best thing is obviously by doing it. So you learn user experience design, and then you design a website that has user experience principles. Yeah. So not only do you have to learn how to deliver the service, you need to know design principles in general. Like for example, white space, contrast, like many other design principles. If you don't have a traditional design degree, these are things you have to learn yourself. So this advice is also relevant for self taught graphic designers like me. I did not do any degree on design. I learned everything by myself from a young age. I started when I was 11 years old. Yeah. So you need to do your business education, like design education yourself. Yeah. So you need to know all the design principles, get to know what makes good design, and you also need to know business knowledge. Like freelancer, it's just another word for self-employed business. Like uh, you essentially doing a business, like, and you need to know how to run a business. So you need to know accounting, you need to know how to do business processes, how to manage clients, how to do sales calls, how to like, create processes, like delegate, like a lot of things. Yeah. So if you want to be a freelancer, you're essentially signing up to become a business owner. Yeah. And then you have to do everything that requires to become a business owner. Yeah. And this might sound like a lot of things to do, but it is true. You have to do a lot of things, but you need to do it if you want to be successful in your freelancing career. Yeah. So you need to learn not just design, but also business. You also need to learn sales, which is very important. The ability to like sell your idea and make people interested is a skill. And like sales is very important. What I noticed is that there are a lot of talented graphic designers like in the internet that have so a lot of great portfolios, but the reason why they struggle with getting clients is because they don't have business skills, which is essential for freelancing. If you don't have business skills or sales skills, it's going to be very hard for you to even sell your services to like business owners or any client you want to work with. And also, you're going to have issues with justifying a higher price. Like if you don't have business skills, you're gonna have kind of low confidence, and also it's very hard to sell, and then you'll be stuck with very cheap clients. So that's why sales skills, you have to constantly improve as you go. Yeah. So first step is to know exactly what you'll do, what kind of service you do, what kind of client you will serve. That's the first thing. The second thing is you need to learn the skill that like you need to learn how to deliver the service, which is, for example, website design, and as well as business skills. And the third thing that is when you have to actually find the clients. Yeah. So you know what you do, you are constantly learning the service you plan to deliver to the clients, and now you find the clients. So to find the clients, you can use social media, you can use freelancing platforms, but personally, I never use freelancing platforms, and I personally don't recommend it. I know I'm a bit biased, simply because you're dependent on that platform. I mean, you're kind of dependent on social media too, but with social media, you get 100% of the profit. Apart from like, PayPal charges, you get 100% profit. You don't have to pay a middleman um, to get a client. With social media, like I get all the profit essentially. With like something like freelancer, they get a percentage of your sale, which is not necessarily like, why would you choose that part anyway? Like why should you like it's good to get clients that way in the beginning, but it's not sustainable if you want to do like a real business. And yeah, so so how to get clients on Facebook or in a social media, like it's relatively simple. It's all about numbers. The more people you network and contact, the more likelihood you will get clients. And there's an entrepreneur who said to like it's essentially direct message or contact 100 people per day. And then I know 100 people is like a big number, but I think that's a good number to start. 100 people per day. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but like this is really why people don't do business, is because of the work you have to do. But I think for you, as a beginner graphic designer or someone who wants to like start the business side of it, start with 10 like 10 people per day, so 10 potential clients. Try to reach out to 10 people per day, so that's like 70 potential clients per week. And then so the more people you contact, the likelihood of getting clients increases. Yeah, it's all numbers in business. It's all numbers. Yeah. And I can't, the reality is you have to constantly look for clients, even if you already have clients, because once you finish a client project, you shouldn't like have no client next month. That's why you have to constantly market yourself. Yeah. So it needs to be a daily practice, um, like a weekly practice. You have to do the marketing as well as fulfilling the client, which is like doing the client work. Yeah. So in terms of finding the clients, I recommend Facebook in the beginning, but of course it requires a lot of like improvements. So if I quickly share my screen, I'll show you my profile. Okay, let's see. Let's go here. Okay, so this is my Facebook personal profile. And so first thing, if you're going to use Facebook, you need to optimize your personal profile. So this is a method that worked for me personally. Is pretty much finding clients on Facebook groups. That has worked to me since 2019, and I recommend it. And so before you look for clients, you need to make sure your profile, your business profile is very nicely organized, as well as there's essential information about you and your business. So make sure you have a professional cover photo, a good photo of yourself. You don't need to have a professional photo shoot. I did not have one. I'm gonna get one this year, but to start, don't worry about it because my first profile picture was really like weird. Like if I go back, it's very cringe looking at my photos. So in the beginning, I had this photo, and then you can't like. I think the reason why I didn't get any clients, I mean, I did get a client um with this profile photo, but the reason why they trusted me is because they could hear my voice. But once I put a photo of myself, people trusted me more. So it's important to have a good photo. This is my first ever profile photo, like a real one, and then yeah, so do whatever that works. Obviously, I went through like an evolution, but yeah, this is my current one. So any photo that looks clear and showcases the real you. Yeah. So cover photo, profile photo. So you need to fill all this information in, like have an intro. So what kind of what's your service like? What's your title? Are you a website designer? Are you a brand strategist? Are you a I don't know print designer? Like whatever, and then include like link to your personal, I mean your business company page. Include your educational any credentials, where you located, links to your website, which is another thing, and any essential social media. And then make sure I'm not a good example, but make sure you post content regularly about samples of your work and also showcase personal side of you too. So once you optimize your personal profile, this is when you search for clients. So simply join a couple of like large business Facebook groups. So for example, if I look at female one, this is a female one. So this group is called Women Helping Women Entrepreneurs. So it's all like it's like close to 1 million. So it's important that you join very big ones that will increase your chance of finding more clients that are looking for the service that you do. So I actually learned this from one of my mentors, but simply use this search button here and search website designer. And then if you look here, there are people, not always, but there are people who are regularly searching for website designers. And you can filter it out too, the most recent. What's a good example? Okay, this is not a good example, but pretty much what is like essentially what you currently doing is you're hunting. You're trying to look for someone who already wants your service. That's the best way to start. Is you're trying to find people who you're trying to promote, trying to convince that they need a website design. It's best to find clients that are already looking for website design. Yeah. So make sure you um like comments on each comment, like each post. So this lady is looking for a website designer, and then there are of course a lot of comments, but the goal is to comment as soon as possible, and make sure that what you comment is very different and unique, as well as what's the it answers the client's question. So maybe example is like hi Ray. directly. And you'd be surprised when people don't do that. Yeah. So it's important to um like I think the best practice that worked for me is I comment on this section, but I also request a friend request from the potential clients. And then once they like what kind of website do you want? Um, just trying to figure out what she wants exactly, for example. And yeah, that's it. Um, and there are going to be people who say no. You just have to move past it. So if this lady doesn't say yes, you move on to the next one. So you keep on doing this until you get a paid client. Yeah, you just have to keep on going. But yeah, I think these are the three steps you should focus on because everything else is irrelevant because this is from my experience. I spent a lot of time wasting my time on irrelevant things. And yeah, if you could do these three steps, which is you have to figure out what you do, what's your service, who do you serve, and second is you need to learn. You need to learn um the skills necessary for you to deliver that service. That includes design skills, business skills, and sales skills. And third thing is you need to find clients and constantly look for them, network with them, build the relationships, and choose a social media platform that has your ideal clients. Yeah, because for the first step, you'll figure out what kind of client you want to serve. If you want to serve real estate companies, for example, Facebook is a good platform. Yeah. So and that would determine which platform you use. Because for example, a lot of business people won't be in, I don't know, those big corporations, they won't necessarily use Instagram to find website designers. They'll use LinkedIn. So you have to choose the platform. So far, LinkedIn is the best business platform that you could really use. Facebook is great too. It has worked with me. But the main thing I would like to share is that you have to build connections, like relationships. It's not always about the sale. So once you genuinely help people and make the sales process very smooth and like genuine, people are more likely to work with you. Yeah. So make sure you don't come across desperate, even if you are, because I was desperate in the beginning because I want to make money. But um, but I learned that once you become not desperate, they treat you like an expert. Yeah. Once you calm and like if you, it's weird how attraction works. Like clients are more attracted to service providers who are not desperate. That's what I learned so far in my like 4 years of business. Like yeah. So that's all I got to say really. Those are the three steps. If you want me to have an in-depth video, let me know. But yeah.